Good morning, Flosstube. It's Flossmas Day 23. It's Tib's Eve. We had a dusting of snow last night, and it's a beautiful sunrise. Supposed to be getting storms starting tomorrow. I can't wait, because that means stitching time. Beautiful out on the water this morning. Hear the seagulls. Chat soon. Good morning, Flosstube. Happy Christmas Eve and day 24 of Flossmas. I forgot to do a video this morning, so I'm just taking it in my car on my way to work. Look, we had a little bit of snow last night. It's a beautiful morning. Sun's just coming up over the hill. And I'll chat with you soon. Happy Flossmas Day 24. Happy Christmas Eve. I'm waiting for a present so it's a present for my husband from one of my family members. And I've got about 10 minutes or so to kill here in the car. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to stitch and I'm going to chat to you folks. So it's going to be an in-car stitch with me, which I don't normally do. But I think I've done it in my camper stitch with me before, maybe. Anyway, here I am. I guess I should do an introduction. Hi, my name is Patty. I'm coming to you from the extreme east coast of Canada in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador on the island of Newfoundland at almost the most easterly point in North America, though I'm a little bit further away from it right now because of where I am in the city of St. John's. My pronouns are she, her. I am a cross-stitch designer and I design under the name 4 Boys and an NL for Newfoundland and Labrador Girl. And it's great to be here and great to say hello. And I'm sorry I didn't get a video out yesterday. I didn't get home from our Tib's Eve party until about midnight, and I was just too tired. I ended up also working late yesterday, so I didn't have enough time between working late, going to the party, and getting back to video anything extra than my usual morning video and such. So you would have seen that already in this video. I would have put that in for yesterday's little short clip. But thank you for being here. And I am working on my Festive Mandala, which was designed by Vonnie at thread the needle, and I'm going to turn it around here and show you how far I am. So right now, this is where I am. Nice real light so you can see how these colors pop. I'm just working on filling in this red right now because doing the counting, it's just harder for me to do the counting in the car when I can't have the phone close enough for me to see the pattern. So I still have my needle down here at the bottom to go back to that later. But yeah, I'm just doing fill in, and I think it's looking really, really good. I'm very behind. I mean, I think I'm on day, the floral part right here is day 9, I think. So I'm quite far behind, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. There's no time limit. I don't have a time limit on when this is supposed to be done. Love to finish it in 2026. Don't think I'll finish it in 2025, and that is okay. So how you been? How's the wrapping going? Bless my husband's heart. He said he was going to do most of the wrapping today, so he may even have that. Don't know if I doubt he'll have it finished by the time I get home, but he'll probably have it a lot done. I am still technically working. We were told to go home, but I've got my work phone on just in case. I don't do on-call or anything with this job, but I do need to be available by telephone just in case until 4:30. So I have my work phone is primed and ready. I keep looking here and here instead of over here where the camera is. So sorry about that. So yeah, it's wrapping, and believe it or not, we've had 3 of our gifts that we had ordered that we kind of given up on as not getting here before Christmas. 3 of them are delivered today. So that was great. Little Christmas miracle there. Always love a shipping Christmas miracle. Yeah. So we are supposed to do on Christmas Day and Boxing Day, we're supposed to get back-to-back snowstorms. Really excited about that. Where we live on the Avalon Peninsula of Newfoundland, it may transition over to rain, which is horrible. I would rather snow. But where my parents live and where we're hoping to go at New Year's, as long as these storms kind of allow us to do so, yeah, I'm hoping we might actually get on the Skidoo this year. Out at their place. That would be awesome to go snowmobiling. My parents might have a Skidoo, and we have not used it in we haven't used it in several years, but I don't think my dad has used it in several years either, or dad and mom, just because they haven't had enough snow. So I'm hoping they have enough snow by the time we get out there. One can hope. I guess our other big news is that we have been new vehicle shopping. New to us, we're buying used. Something that's around 2021 or 2022 is kind of the sweet spot for what we're looking at. And it's to replace one of our older, we've got a sedan, a little car, little Volkswagen Jetta, and we're looking at replacing that. It's a 2012 and it's done very well. We're not trading it in. We're going to hold on to it for a little while, but yeah, we need another reliable vehicle in our lives. So that will then become my work car. And this one, which is a Honda Pilot, it's a much larger vehicle than what we're looking at purchasing. This is kind of the boy vehicle. It is the taxi. We may as well just put a taxi sign on top of the roof because that's what this vehicle is. It is a taxi. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, still got a few minutes before his present is ready. I'll tell you a secret. I'll tell you what his present is. It's a charcuterie board, like a charcuterie. Well, I don't know about the board underneath. It could be just a box, but it's charcuterie things. So cheeses and meats, and very excited about that. So obviously it isn't something you pick up 2 months before Christmas. You gotta pick it up on Christmas Eve so it's still fresh. So that's what we're doing, or what I'm doing. Yeah. So Christmas Eve is here. Ready or not, here we are. And we're more or less ready, which is great. Great feeling. My friend Pam from Pam's Crafty Corner left a comment a few days ago and said because at that point I had pretty much nothing done. And she said she was the same, and which is pretty much the same every year, and it still always comes together. And I thought that's a nice way of looking at it, because it's true. Prepared or not, it always seems to come together, which is a bit of the Christmas magic, I suppose. So the boys, while we were away having a Tibbs Eve party, the boys had their friends over yesterday evening. They were very well behaved. Well, the 16-year-olds were over. I think the 18-year-olds never did make it to the house. I don't know what they were up to. But they were having fun, because my oldest son told me this morning they were having a lot of fun. And I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry, it was a work message, so I had to check. Yeah, so that was nice. It's I like the fact that they like having their friends over at our place, and they're always very well behaved, which is something to say for 16 and 18-year-old boys. Of course, my 14-year-old was also at home. I guess truly, if there had been a problem, he would have called. Might be a bit of a tattletale, and it might have been quite useful last night, but we weren't concerned. So it was we had a lovely evening at our friends, and I think they had a lovely evening too. It's a nice day here today. It's kind of overcast. I think it's about -1, maybe 0. Maybe it's -1. It's like we had a dusting of snow, maybe an inch of snow yesterday, and it's still white. So the roads are a little bit slushy. I love this color. This is, I think this is part of Roxy Flosco. So this is one of their old labels. But I'm pretty sure they still have this one. It's called 11 Points, and it's a red, variegated red color. And it's called 11 Points because of the 11 points in the maple leaf of the Canadian flag. I'm trying to get that to focus. Okay, just a second now. Maybe it's too close. Try it here. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So that's the red I'm using right now. This piece has a bit of Roxy Flosco, a bit of DMC. What else is in here? I think, oh, there's some Cottage Garden threads. And there might be, can't remember if there's any Brenda needle in here as well. I've got them all there, but I'm not going to take them all out and show you my mess. So it's a very well-rounded piece with lots of beautiful floss. Fancy floss from beautiful places. Check the time again. Oh, a couple more minutes. So with the storm tomorrow on Boxing Day, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, I mean, there's one thing about Christmas and a snowstorm is that you do not feel obligated to do anything other than enjoy and relax and enjoy. Sorry, I got distracted. I had as I was waiting, there's a sushi restaurant here in the strip mall that I'm waiting at, and so I had lunch, and it was really good sushi. Okay, I love all kinds of sushi, but I really love salmon, and so I had the salmon. Sorry, so my son keeps texting, "Bring me sushi," and that's what. And it keeps distracting me from our conversation because he keeps saying, "Bring me sushi, bring me sushi." Little does he know that the sushi is in my belly. He's not getting any sushi. Mean mom. So pretty. Vonnie did such a good job with this design. And I love how big it's going to be. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to put the outside border around it. I think I'm going to leave it borderless. And this one I think I will get professionally framed. I rarely do that anymore, but if I get around to, I have another piece. Actually, the sampler I designed for Stitch North, the very first Stitch North, I've got it finished, but I don't have it framed yet. So what I might do is bring that one down before this one, because that one is ready to be framed. Bring that down to the framing store sometime over the period between Christmas and New Year's if they're open, and get it framed, or at least put it in for framing. There. That thread is now exhausted. Need to move on to a new piece. I tend to use thread that's a little bit longer than these are, so I find I use them up quick. That's not a complaint, it's a comment. I don't like to, don't want you to think I'm here complaining when I'm using fancy floss. That would be a shame. Now, I thought I had, is this one or two? Look at that. I don't need to take up anymore because I have some to be ready right now. Okay. Well, I have been talking and talking, and I don't think this is the end of this video, so it's going to be a super long one, perhaps, if I do more at home. Thanks for visiting with me and stitching with me, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.